Well, here at Central Valley Talk, we celebrate what's good about the Valley, the entire Valley, from one end to the other. And our first guest, Joven Hundal, he has his own talk show. Is that correct? Called Express Yourself, Teen Radio.
Yeah, that is correct.
So you're a teenager and you have your own talk show?
Yeah. It's not just me alone. I couldn't take credit for all of it, but it's by the teens. It's for teens. We write a script together. We interview different guests. We start talking about different issues that affect not only teens but also everybody. We just kind of give a teen-oriented perspective on
now
things.
You're in high school, is that right?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
Tell us what high school.
I'm at Turlock High right now.
Turlock High. That's a long way from our studios in Fresno. So you do the show, and how often is that?
It's every week, and we tape it on Wednesdays, and then it airs the following Tuesday.
Okay, and can our viewers listen to it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we broadcast on Voice America Kids, and you could just search Voice America Kids, Express Yourself, and it should come up on Google.
Should come up. So it's easy to find Express Yourself. Express Yourself Teen Radio, by teens, for teens, about teens.
Yeah.
Do you get any real controversial issues?
We might talk about controversial issues, but not in, a controversial way. Mm-hmm. So we'll give like a teen-oriented perspective, and we'll make it relate to adults as well, but we don't want to be, make people shy away from it. So we talk about controversy, but not in a controversial way.
What about like drunk driving or something like that?
That definitely is a very real issue for teens, so we've talked a little bit about that in the past. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the old days, people were teens would smoke the marijuana and take drugs. Is that things that you get to discuss?
We haven't talked about that too much, but with California recently legalizing it, I'm sure we'll be talking about that a little more.
Sure, it will come up. So things that affect teens. How about preparing for college? Does that come up?
Yeah, we've definitely talked about that. I myself, as a senior, I'm going to start the whole college application process. So we've definitely talked about strategies, tips, how to find the college that's right for you, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and what colleges will you apply to?
I'm not completely sure which colleges yet, but I'm definitely looking at different UCs, different CSUs, maybe some other smaller schools in the area.
Yeah, for my kids, we didn't know. I mean, my first kid, we applied to 20 because we didn't know. Wow. From junior college to UCs to, Harvard and Stanford and stuff. And, I just didn't know the process.
It can be challenging, yeah.
So where do you get those answers? Go to Express Yourself Teen Radio because they're talking about stuff like that all the time. Now, the reason we've asked you here today is because you've been recently involved with a book.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So Be the Star You Are, which is the charity that produces Express Yourself. So we have 31 teens. We came together, and we also had, not 31 teens, but about half the kids are teens, and then we also have different adults. The book's called Be the Star You Are, Millennials to Boomers. So we have millennials talking about issues, we have boomers talking about issues, and the subtitle for the book, it's Celebrating Positive Voices in a Changing Digital World. So we're talking about, just like different concepts even. So community, appreciation, gratefulness, diversity, all those sorts of things. And we're telling our own stories and our own experiences with those topics.
Okay. And is the book out?
Yeah, it actually just came out about a week ago.
Okay, and we had the cover. We put it up there a second ago, but let's take another look at that. Who did the cover?
The cover, I'm not sure. I think it was the publisher. They had an artist picked out, and this is actually the third one in the series. It's the first one that I've been a part in. The second one was years and years ago. But yeah, so it kind of follows the theme of the previous books in the series.
And so you wrote one piece of it?
I wrote two, actually. I wrote two chapters.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So I wrote the gift of appreciation and the gift of community. And so I talked about my own experiences with both of those. And I also, what we did at the end of each chapter was we have a different sort of activity. Just a short one that people can try at home, try for themselves, recommend to other people to help them familiarize themselves not only with that concept, but the role it's played in their lives thus far, and it helps them realize that, oh yeah, I have a lot to be thankful for. And then we also have a small quote at the end as well.
Nice. Quote by?
Some of them are just famous quotes. Other ones we actually coined ourselves.
Nice. So you have a talk show, or you're involved in a talk show every Wednesday. You have a book out, or you're involved in a book, and you're in high school, just finishing up your senior year, which is a lot of work because you worked hard all these years. You got to come across the finish line with good grades, so you get into college and stuff like that. But that's not enough for Joven. You're involved in some other things too.
Yeah, so also with Be the Star You Are, the charity, we've just launched Operation Wildfire Disaster Relief, and I'm actually the chairperson for our efforts this time. So Be the Star You Are, it's had a very long history with us. So even before I was born, when 9/11 struck, Be the Star You Are was one of the first charities on the ground. So what we do is we provide books and other positive media resources resources for victims of tragedies, because you know they're not in the right state of mind. They might be at a shelter right now. Something that can really take their minds off this tragedy is a book.
Right. Well, they're away from their home. They're away from their stuff.
Right.
And sometimes they're sitting there for hours and hours, and then up pops a book.
There you
That'd
go.
be a great gift. Anything else you're involved in? You want our viewers to know about?
I want to definitely encourage viewers. I've been looking a lot at the upcoming midterm elections, and I've been doing some voter registration drives in my town of Turlock, and so I definitely want to encourage anybody out there who's not registered right now to definitely be doing that as soon as possible.
It's easy to register, and
Very
it's
easy.
easy to vote.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't vote. Probably half the people don't vote.
And especially in midterm elections, when there's not like a presidential candidate, even less people vote.
Right, not a lot of big things to vote on. Now, I want to go back to the book for a second. Where will people get that book? Where could they find it?
Yeah, so we've actually included a link. It should be showing up on there, CynthiaBryan.com/online store. So Cynthia Bryan's the founder of the Be the Star You Are charity. And then you can also find it on Amazon, and we're working to get it in other book retailers as well.
Just Google Be the Star That You Are. You're going to find all kinds of stuff, right? That's the name of the charity.
That's the name of the charity.
The charity. And look for the book, CynthiaBryan.com/online store. You'll find Joven's book, his first book. And I think there's going to be a lot more great stuff from you as you finish high school and go on to college. And we want you to keep coming back.
Definitely. I would love to do so.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.